Cancer detection could receive a major boost with a new device inspired by the creator of Star Trek. The FDA eases restrictions on devices that utilize AI. And researchers develop a novel way of fighting antibiotic resistance bugs. These are the stories we'll be covering on This Week in Healthcare Tech. Hello, and welcome to This Week in Healthcare Tech, where every week we bring you the hardest hitting news from the intersection of healthcare and technology. First up, science fiction has long been a source of inspiration for new technologies. Perhaps that's why the children of Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek, established a foundation in their father's name in 2016. The Roddenberry Foundation issues a prize every other year to ventures that hold the promise for a more equitable and prosperous world. In 2023, the $1 million prize went to Ellipta, a diagnostic startup from Sweden that has developed a new non-invasive test that might make it possible to detect multiple forms of cancer earlier than ever before. Ellipta's diagnostic test focuses on glycosaminoglycan markers, which are then fed to algorithms that look for signs that cancer is beginning to develop. At the moment, Ellipta is working on creating clinical trials to prove out the validity of their test. Next, the release of ChatGPT and similar large language models over the past year has meant that AI is in the news almost every single day. This has prompted many to wonder about the possibility of using AI applications in a healthcare setting. One of the major hurdles to releasing AI-enabled devices is gaining regulatory approval from the FDA. Specifically, once an algorithm has been submitted for FDA review, it can't be modified. This makes it difficult for researchers to incorporate new data or update the algorithm's underlying structure. That may be changing soon. According to a recent draft released by the administration, a new framework is being developed that will allow device manufacturers to include a list of planned future modifications to their software, which the FDA would review and approve. This would stop algorithms from being locked and would make it possible for companies to update their technology with new data or in light of new requirements. The FDA's stated goal is to make it easier to unlock the obvious benefits of AI for patient health, which could be enormous. Finally, it's been well known for decades that if medicines like antibiotics aren't taken properly, they can give rise to drug-resistant superbugs. Various approaches to ameliorating this problem have been tried, but in 2016, researchers hit upon the idea of utilizing phages to combat this menace. Short for bacteriophages, which come from the Greek words for bacteria eater, this approach involves identifying a superbug's natural predators, turning them loose inside an infected patient, and letting them hunt and kill the bugs. Bacteria may be able to develop resistance to medications, but nothing can develop resistance to being eaten. Phages can be created through CRISPR or making a phage cocktail out of several stairs. So far, there hasn't been much rigorous testing of the phage approach, but preliminary anecdotal data are very promising. That's it for this episode. Tune into This Week in Healthcare Tech next week for the latest news. And don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.